In Port Angeles, federal agents focus in on Canoga Medical Supply and less than 3 blocks away, Certified Medical Supply. Search warrants were served at both durable medical equipment companies, just part of a complex investigation crisscrossing the country, with raids resulting in 24 people arrested, including doctors and business executives charged with Medicare fraud totaling $2 billion. Authorities dubbed it Operation Brace Yourself, saying patients were sent boxes of orthopedic braces. Health and Human Services and the Department of Justice allege it was part of a kickback scheme with overseas call centers targeting the elderly, using doctors to prescribe them medical supplies they did not need.
These doctors are alleged to be paid kickbacks in order to write these prescription or orders for this equipment. And they're not seeing these patients. They may be talking to them over the phone, but as alleged, these conversations are minimal at best.
Gary Cantrell with HHS says taxpayers end up bearing the financial burden for the unnecessary equipment. Washington's Attorney General Bob Ferguson says his office conducts their own investigations into this type of healthcare fraud, and he's applauding the efforts of his federal counterparts. It's a probe that started in South Carolina, stretched to call centers in the Philippines, and led to search warrants served in several cities, including right here in Port Angeles. Natalie Swaby, King 5 News.